Alrighty, video number 3. In video number 3 here, we are going to talk about the different types of units. So whereas video 1 we were talking about different types of space, now we're going to talk about things like, is it possible to convert between inches and pounds? If you think about it, there's no way to do that. Inches is a measure of length and pounds is a measure of weight. You can't say how heavy you are based on how tall you are. There's no way to convert between those two. So, the important thing is that you are going to be able to look at a number and its units and tell what it is talking about. So our three types of things that we're going to be working with is volume, which is the amount of space that something takes up. Density is the weight per space. So, how many pounds are in X number of liters. And then mass is just the straight up weight of that object. Okay, so volume is the amount of space that it takes up. So let's take a look at these units. Let me drag my face over here. Which one of these would be volume? Pause the video and see if you can figure out which ones would be volume. Alrighty, so this one right here would be volume. I think it said circle. Did it say circle? It did. Circle. So that one would be volume because it's got the inches cubed. This one would be volume because it's inches cubed. Yards cubed. Let's see. We'll come down this column here. This one is feet cubed. Cubic feet. If you imagine a foot by a foot by a foot cube, and you were to stack all those up, that would be a cubic foot. Ounces. Yeah, well, there's fluid ounces and weight ounces. That one might be both. They should be more specific. Okay. Liters is volume. And kilometers cubed is volume. And that looks like it for volume. Let's go on then to density. So I'm going to highlight density. Going to choose a nice hot pink color here. And we are going to highlight density. So remember, density is the amount of weight per a certain amount of space. So here we can see that there are 2.7 grams for every cubic centimeter. So if you imagine a little cube that's a centimeter by centimeter by centimeter, that cube would be 2.7 grams. So that, let me turn my thickness up. Okay, that one is density, 2.5 grams per centimeter cubed. That one's not very different. Okay, 1.1 pounds per cubic inch. That would be a pretty dense thing. If you imagine just an inch cube, that would weigh 1.1 pounds. That's pretty dense. 19 pounds per cubic foot. That sounds like some mulch. If you imagine like a bag of mulch, 19 pounds in cubic feet. That looks like it. Okay, so there's density. You can tell that it's density because we are dividing the weight by the amount of space. And finally, mass. Mass is the weight of an object, and it wants us to underline. So let's underline. And we'll go with blue. So the ones that are left, yes, would be weight. Kilograms is weight. 40 pounds is weight. 3.4 tons, which is 2,000 pounds. A ton is 2,000 pounds. And then 403 grams. Those are weight. Okay, so being able to tell the difference between those is super important.